First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
this one is right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Willis. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think that teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
On 1st down, Willis. Short little throw to Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw on 2nd down, Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They go play action here on 1st down.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Edwards-Helaire will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Willis looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He's got Fuller. That catch good for only a couple. From the 38, Rodgers is going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Willis looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons.
Quez Watkins.
92 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Saints. Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it. And start over again.
It's a game of 20, and the Falcons 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Willis. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll look to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Hey, check 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. It's complete to Fuller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Off the play fake. Willis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Willis. Short little throw to Ebron.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Falcons!
Quez Watkins
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
On play action, Rodgers. That's caught by Jackson.
7 yards, the pickup there.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Gano the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Second down at 4.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Touchdown! It's complete. Will Fuller. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Falcons grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So time runs.